Greetings, dreamers. Welcome to our podcast, Dreaming with Intention, hosted by yours truly, Marley Bennett, where this podcast is dedicated to helping our listeners with intentional growth professionally and personally. Here we set meaningful goals. We take action steps toward those goals. We are all about manifesting our dreams. We're all about living intentionally, and we're all about creating balance. And so join us for all of our episodes where we are including a blend of learning, celebrating achievements, and personal growth with an emphasis on practical advice and authenticity. Welcome to Dreaming with Intention with yours truly, Marley Bennett, and I am so excited to be welcoming our very next guest, Miss Marley Brown, to the set. Welcome, Marley.
Hi.
Hey, I'm super excited you've joined us.
Of course.
I love that. All right. So, Marley, would you please introduce yourself to our audience of dreamers? Tell us a little bit about yourself, your favorite sport, what you love about it, maybe what you do, and what's your favorite pastime, all the things.
Okay, so let's start with favorite sport. My favorite sport is track. I ran track for Marlboro's track team during third and fourth grade. I love, the reason I love running track is probably just like because both my parents ran track. And two, I just like running. Like, I just like meet the athlete. I love all that stuff.
Okay. What else? Well, how old are you, Marley? What grade are you in? Tell the audience. They don't know. They don't know this amazing Marley Brown.
Well, hey guys. I am 10 years old. I'm in 5th grade. And yeah, my favorite subject is math. My favorite pastime is probably when my little sister was born. Love that because I got to, hold her for the first time. I love her. That's probably my favorite pastime. Little bit more about me. I didn't always do track. I did dance and soccer. I was born in Alexandria, Virginia. Yeah.
Okay, so, and also you've traveled the world, so tell us a little bit about that. Like, what countries have you been to, world traveler?
I've been to many states and country. I've been to Paris, France. I've been to London, England. I went to Paris, France for the, oh my God.
That's okay.
I've been to Paris, France for the Olympics. That was really fun. I've been to England. I've been to Paris. I've been to many other states, such as Florida, Los Angeles, North Carolina, South Carolina, a bunch of places.
I love it. So you love to travel?
I love traveling. It's my favorite.
I love that. So now tell us about your first vision board experience. So, I'm a big vision board dreamer.
Yes.
Visualization, dream it, believe it, pursue it kind of girl. So tell me about your experience. How did you learn about vision boards?
Well,
first?
I actually learned about vision boards because I went to one of your sessions. I've been to your sessions. I really like vision boarding. I like to put a lot of my dreams and goals on my vision boarding. But really with vision boarding, you actually can't just like have it, cute, like a little vision board, it goes in your room. Like you really have to have it be like, okay, I have to stick to my vision board. I have to stick to my goals, like make a little thing first. I'll make a checklist. Did I follow this goal? Did I not? Do I need to do this? Yes.
I love that. That's right. You need to place your vision board in a place where you can see it all the time so you can remind yourself of what you promised yourself, right? Yeah. And I love that. And you said you got, a goal sheet, and so you're tracking your action steps to make sure that they align. What was your favorite part about making a vision board?
My favorite part about making a vision board was probably talking to the other people that were making the vision board, the other people that were sitting at my table, that were making the vision board, talking to them what their goals were. That, and also just knowing that this was my goal and I want to stick to this.
I love that. So you love the community that's being created. And oftentimes, I love that when we put together blueprinting experiences, it's about the community that's gathered in the room oftentimes too. And that actually can be your community of accountability.
Yeah.
As you move through this journey of manifestation. Yes. So now, what are some of the dreams that you put on your vision board? Are they about schools, sports, or something else? What did you have on that board?
On my vision board, it definitely included school and sports and something and other stuff. So so for the sports, it included basketball. I want to do basketball. It included track, which was a hurdle. It included college. It included college because I want to go to Harvard.
Okay.
I want to go to Harvard. Or either Harvard, we're really shooting high for Harvard. Yeah, including
we like college. Big dreams. It's okay. We can shoot for the stars. Why not?
For sure, yeah, why not? Because we know it's going to come true.
And if you know you want it now, then you can actually take action steps to make sure that it happens, right? So you can actually start to track it. You'll know what your GPA needs to be, your SAT scores. Exactly. You'll, get networked with circle of friends that maybe went to Harvard that can help you. So I love that. And we love big dreams.
Sure. Yeah, we love big dreams. That's amazing. You got to shoot for the stars.
That's right.
Yeah, I had sports on there. I had school. Some other things I had on there were some things I want to be when I grow up, which consist of I want to be a veterinarian or a midwife. Okay. And I want to still continue my entrepreneuring.
Okay, so you're an entrepreneur. So you didn't tell us that in your intro. Yes. Tell us more.
Oh, yes, I am an entrepreneur.
Okay, so what's your business?
I make bracelets.
Okay, do you have those beautiful bracelets that I see right there? These are the ones. Wow. Okay, tell us about these bracelets.
I really just like making bracelets.
So they're handmade.
Yes.
From Marley Brown.
Yeah. From me, myself. My business name is BB's Beads.
BB's Beads?
Yes.
Okay, how did we come up with that name?
I think BB's Beads came about.
Oh, BB's Beads.
Yes,
BB's Beads. So cute. Okay.
Thank you. So BB's Beads came about because number one, my name is Brown. My last name is Brown. So BB's Beads, I just thought like beautiful brown. And then my beads.
Oh, I love that. And so was having your own business on your vision board?
It was.
Woo! So we manifested some of our dreams. Yes. Come on now. Okay, so that's one thing that has manifested. But I also heard that track also manifested. You said that was a hurdle to get into track. Yeah. And so you actually had several things come true on that vision board.
Several things.
I love that.
Vision board, yeah.
I love that. I can't wait for Harvard to come through. But we'll get there. We'll get there. No rush. We're enjoying this process. Yeah. So you'll tell us about where to find your beads. Where can folks go online to support your business, Marley?
Okay, so number one, let me say this. BB's Beads does not have an Instagram, a TikTok, a Twitter, a Facebook, an X, whatever. We do not have that, but we do. You guys can follow me on Instagram and DM me if you guys do want to, or you guys can, you guys can do that.
Okay, so they should DM you.
Yeah, you guys can DM
on Instagram. Me. Okay, is the account private?
No, it's public.
Okay.
And yes, and I do sometimes on my stories if we have a new bracelet. You guys, I will post that on my story on Instagram, so you guys can see that. You guys can definitely DM me for.
What's the Instagram handle?
The Instagram it's actually me and my dad.
Okay, good. So, that's what I was hoping for.
Monetized by parents.
Yeah, thank you. So I was hoping so.
Yeah, yeah.
But I already know your family, so I knew it was. Yeah. I knew it was handled properly. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's called Daddy on Bars. Yeah. That's what it's called. You guys can DM me for a bracelet, whatever you guys like. I post bracelet pictures on there. So, yeah, that's really my business. I love making bracelets.
Okay, so now when you think about your dreams, right, and how do you break them into smaller goals to work on every day, right? And so, or do your parents help you with this? Like, go ahead.
So my parents do help me with this. My dad's an entrepreneur, and so is my stepmom. So I have entrepreneurs around me. So my dad definitely tells me to set my goals of how many bracelets I should make a week or a day. I try to make at least 5 to 10 bracelets a day. Maybe in a week, maybe try to make 35.
Okay.
Or 40.
Wow, you're selling out of these bracelets.
I'm trying to. Because I'm not really online that much, and I like to do in-person business.
Okay.
I don't really have like a lot of sales, but because I like to do in-person business, I get people. So I definitely have connections on how I get customers, because I have customers that come to me over and over and over again, that are family, friends, people I know, So yeah.
I love that for you. I love that. But you also talked about breaking the goals down. So you have like numbers that you're trying to meet. So you have, a quantity that you're going to make, and you're working on these tasks on a consistent basis, right? So I think, one of the things I try to help our dreamers and our listeners understand is that you can have these really big goals, but you've got to have these small steps to reach the goals, right? You got to have the steps in between. Yeah. So I love that you're doing that work. Can you share, we talked about some of the things on your vision board that came true, right? Mm-hmm. So now you are running track, and you now have your own, bracelet business. Yes, entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. I love that. Yes. What else on that vision board came true? You mentioned something else, but I want you to talk, as you mentioned what else came true on that vision board. I want you to talk about how it felt to actually manifest these dreams and these visions that you have on this board. How did it feel to manifest these things in your life?
Well, number one, track feeling. It felt really good to have what I dreamed for to come true. That felt really good. So it's like, I dreamed for this and it came true. My bracelet business, I've been wanting to do it. Not even gonna lie. A lot of people out there, those young girls, hi. A lot of people out there, you guys I've seen online. A bunch of people have bracelet business. I even follow some bracelet businesses on my Instagram and TikTok. I follow some bracelet businesses. So I could I like their posts. I'm like, even sometimes for me, going to pop-up shops with my mom and buying from small businesses just makes me feel really good. So it's like I'm helping another small business while I'm wearing my small businesses on my wrist or on my ankle. So it's like, carry it with you. Like if a bracelet business, if you have your business, help other businesses. That's why I like.
So you were talking about how you felt when you manifested your dreams. You were talking about how it is to be an entrepreneur and supporting other entrepreneurs. And you were about to mention something you learned during the blueprinting experience and during a session that, kind of impacted, I think, maybe some of those emotions or feelings. I'm not sure if that brings it back for you, but.
Yeah, blueprinting, I love your business, Miss Rico, by the way.
Oh.
I love going to the sessions. Oh my God, here it goes again.
That's all right, the sessions.
As much as I can, even if it means I can go once a month or something like that. But yeah, I love going to blueprinting. It's good that I get to manifest my dreams, and I really get to learn more about you being an entrepreneur, number one, and number two, just learning about how to set your goals.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I think it's important for you to share. How do you feel? I think it's important for you to be able to share your blueprint with your parents, right? As a kid,
my
right?
Mom. Yeah, I've shared it with my mom and my dad.
Yeah. And then they were able to help you to manifest your
own dreams
of creating a business. And you said they were also track stars. So, you were able to, I'm sure they were able to help you with these dreams. So I think it's important, if you're able to share your blueprint and your dreams with others, how we can support our children and the youth on what you all dream of.
Yeah, of course. And I really think not everybody supports the youth in their dreams. Like if somebody wants to start a business, their parents aren't really there for it. Like, I know there's somebody out there that doesn't have the same things that we have. Not everybody can buy the same things as everybody. You know, like, the world is crazy today, and you really have to stick with your dreams and stick with it and what you want to do, so that can continue.
So let's talk a little bit about that. You said that, not everyone is supporting the youth and students with their dreams. And I get it, right? Like, we all come from different walks of life. Yes. And so you had your parents with you. You were able to share their blueprint. You were able to be a part of the blueprinting experience. But let's talk about what does that look like from your perspective as a young person? How can we support other young people with their dreams, hopes, and aspirations? Like, how can we be more helpful as adults?
Well, let me say this.
Do you think it's the blueprint experience? No, not leading, just asking.
No, the blueprinting definitely helps a lot of people. I'm gonna say this. Not everybody's experience are the same. Some people, I know, I started from my room. Some people started from their apartment, or they probably started from their apartment, a field, whatever they wanted to start from. Not everybody's experience are the same. Miss Mariko, I know I can say this. Our experience might not be the same. I started from my room. Where did you start?
For my business, I started in a room in the house as well.
Yeah, like, some people, like, ours is the same. But somebody could be starting from an office building. Somebody could be starting from their apartment, a bathroom, wherever they could start. Wherever you started your business, keep it going, because then it can now lead to where Miss Mariko is. We're having over and over and over again people, customers, regulars that are coming to the blueprinting sessions that are coming over and over again because they love what she does, they love her work, they love all of it. So you can really get to where you are. Right now, I have a lot of orders. So right now, the first day, the first month, the first week of me starting BB's Beads, I didn't have 50 customers, but right now, I have like 50 customers per month. So it's really, you have to just keep going and you have to follow your dreams.
I love that. Okay. So who inspires you to dream big?
Speaking of how, like, who, what do you mean, like, who?
Is there anyone who inspires you that, is there someone that you see that inspires you? Does anyone inspire you? And then when you feel inspired, it's helping you to dream big about your life.
Yes, actually. Person that inspires me is probably my father. My dad, he's an entrepreneur. I was with him throughout his whole start, taking pictures on the camera while he trains. Definitely helping, taking videos of his training, then posted it on Instagram, really being there watching him train and also being a part of his training sessions. I really think that he inspires me because he kept it going and going and going. So I think no matter how much is on his plate, he kept it going no matter what.
I love that. All right, so here we go. Let's talk about creativity and the role of family.
Yes.
Okay. And you mentioned your baby sister who you love earlier today, which I thought was so sweet. But now, how do your parents encourage you to stay active and focused on your dream? And do you guys ever make vision boards together?
We definitely, maybe not vision boards, but we definitely set goals. My mom, she helps me. She is my executive producer of BB's Beach. My father's my manager. I definitely help. I definitely think it helps we do set goals.
So you're an athlete and a visionary. How do you balance working on your goals, playing sports, and having fun, and just being a 10-year-old?
Okay, number one, let me say this. Kids at my school, not every day, they go play at recess, get their shoe dirty, whatever. I'm not like that type of person. Of course I have fun. Of course I play tag with my best friends at recess. Of course I do all of that. Of course I do that and stuff. But I also talk to my best friend. She's an entrepreneur too.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is London Braxton. She has her own business too. She also does bracelets. So yeah, I talked to her. She's had her business longer than I have. She had her business since 3rd grade.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
she's
Young entrepreneur. So that's the trend. Okay, we like that. Now, and so you say you're not outside doing at recess messing up your shoes. That's what you're not doing. And so you inside working. That's what's happening. You're like, I gotta stay focused on these dreams and not ruin my shoes.
Okay. So number one, the reason I'm not messing up my shoes is because sometimes I buy my own shoes. Of course, my parents buy my shoes, but like I buy my own shoes. Like the shoes I have on today, I buy my own.
I know that's right with your business, with your money from your business.
Bro. But I'm not just spending it on random stuff. I'm not spending it on new iPad cases. I'm not spending it on new shoes. I'm not spending it on new clothes every week. I'm investing into my business. I'm going on Amazon, buying more bracelet kits, buying more string, buying whatever I need for my business, buying more clasp, buying more string, buying new beads, doing whatever, buying more packaging, buying more shipping labels. If my shipping label is broken, I'll save money, and whenever I can, I'll buy a new one. Right now, I do need one because mine's broken. That's what's annoying. But I do. But just because it's broken doesn't mean I can get a Sharpie. I can get a Sharpie. Look on my iPad, see who ordered, write down their thing and ship it to them. It doesn't matter. I can however many orders I have and what I need to do, that includes my business, I'm gonna do it. Cause if I have 15 orders, but my shipping label's broken, but my printer's broken, what do? Grab a Sharpie, write down the name, write down the address,
get it out. So I love that. I talk about challenges all the time that folks can face when they're trying to manifest their dreams. So I love that you just walked our guests through and our listeners through, challenges that come your way, but how you persevere and push through to get it done. But you're also walking us through the cultivate phase, which is the difficult phase. It's the hard work phase, right? So you've got all these orders. You got to actually make sure these bracelets are made. And I love that you're doing it in advance. So you have it and you can just ship it. But like you got to make sure that your labels are right. You got to be on Amazon. You got to see what's like popping, what's the trend. So you have the new colors. So I love it.
Not even the trend.
Oh, not the trend. Whatever they. Oh, you're doing custom stuff. Okay.
Yeah, like if they want custom, like I remake the same bracelet over and over again. This pink bracelet I have on today, it's made over and over and over and over and over again. Bracelets like the ones that I have on today. Bracelets like these ones. Pearl beads. That's trending. That's popping. Clay beads. That's trending. That's popping. If the people want it, they're gonna get it. So it doesn't. So it.
If the people want it, they gonna get it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's not really the trend. Like if somebody wants a bracelet, they're gonna get it. If it's not the trend, you'll still get it. If I don't have the beads, you're gonna have to wait. Maybe you're gonna have to wait until the bracelet pack comes, and even if that is a week, yes, because I do not do free shipping.
Right.
Like if it's out, like if I can drive to go get it. Shipping still kind of costs a little bit. Like, my shipping isn't that expensive. Like, some people do, like, shipping for $10. Like, my shipping is $2.50.
Okay.
Plus tax. But I don't see the problem when they're like, okay, you have to come pick it up. You have to come fly in to pick it up. No, you should be able to ship it. And if you can't juggle all of those things together, then don't do your business.
I love that. All right, now we're going to bring them up. We're going to encourage some folks now, okay? So I need some advice and some inspiration for our listeners. And so what advice would you give other kids when they are working on their vision and maybe creating a vision board for the very first time?
Well, I definitely saw some people that were at your vision boarding party the other month, Miss Mariko. that were first timers. And I definitely saw a lot of things of their goals that were on their vision board. They were writing a lot. They were saying, this is the goal I want to achieve. I saw a lot of people. They were asking me, have you been here ever? I was like, yes. They were like, okay, what's some things on yours? I told them. They were like, wow, that's really similar to some of mine. So I think some advice for first timers I have for you guys is probably stick with your dreams. Second of all, don't start the business for money. Don't, because that's really not what you want to do. Like, don't start the business for money, and then and keep up with your goals. Like, if you want to actually do it for fun, like, first of all, don't start it for money. Third of all, don't start it for fun. Start it because you want to. Start it because you have to have a reason to start your business.
We call that your why. What's your why? Mm-hmm.
What's your why?
Is your why keeps you going? The money won't keep you going. The work definitely won't keep you going because it gets really, really tough. But it's always about, like, what's your why and bringing yourself back to the why. So I love that advice. So what is the next future dreams? Let's go there. You ready to go to future dreams?
Of course.
What's your next big dream that you are putting on your vision board? And tell me why.
Well, Miss Mariko Bennett, my next dream, guys, it's probably going to be getting my business out there, being able to buy an office building. Because right now, by my house, there is definitely some storage, the storage buildings, the little storage buildings and stuff, where you can buy stuff, where you can buy and rent them. I'm really trying to save my money and look into that and buy it. But it's especially a thing where you really have to be able to look into it. Because right now, I just ordered some new merch for my shop. I just ordered hoodies. So it's really, you have to, for the future plans, it's probably getting a building, not having to ship from my room.
Okay.
And having to actually go to the post office. Because one reason why it costs for me to ship out, because post office is expensive. And the post office is expensive just to ship, like, one thing out. So, but yeah.
Okay. All right, great.
My goals
So
for
we're
the
gonna
future are to get the business out there.
You said get out of the room and you're gonna have an office building. Yeah. All right. Okay. I love that. I might have to rent space.
Trying to have our office. Trying to rent a space. Trying to get something like this.
I love that. Yeah. All right. So, is there anything that you would like to say to our listeners who are children and or families about why dreaming with intention is so important?
Well, dreamers, I definitely want to say something to you guys. Dreaming with intention is definitely important because you have to be able to be like, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to get here. And you really have to be consistent. Like, you really have to be consistent. Like, dream with intention. What is your why? Yeah, I think you really have to be consistent.
Consistency is key, and discipline is going to get you there,
yes,
right?
Yes, it is.
It will get you there. Well, Marley Brown, it has been an absolute pleasure and privilege and honor to have you on our podcast.
It has been a pleasure to be on your podcast.
Yes, thank you for being a part of our vision boarding sessions with the Blueprinting Experience. Thank you for sharing your story with so many. Thank you for inspiring other young people to follow their dreams. You probably inspired some adult learners too on this, our listeners, to go after their dreams with intention.
Even if you're old, I know, I've seen 90-year-old ladies and they're actors now, and they started at 80 years old. So you really have to go after your dream, no matter if you're 10. If you're 10, if you're 20, if you're 30, if you're 40 or 50 or something like that. Go after your dream no matter how old you are. If you had a dream since you were a kid and now you're in your mid-30s, still go after your dream then.
I love that. Thank you, and thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being on the show today, Marley.
Yes, of course.
And you're welcome back anytime.
I'm going to be at those printing sessions.